talk about my time in system.
Okay. Let's talk about what you went through.
So, CPS took me and my brother away from our home on March 8th, 2019. And actually, no, it wasn't from our home. They took us from school. And after that, they got us dinner and then took us to a foster home in Redondo Beach. Okay? And they didn't know that Bodie, my brother, could not climb up steep stairs. So once they found out, we had to leave. Then they took both of us to Wayfinder, a homeless shelter for kids. And that's where we were both taken off our meds cold turkey. I went into severe withdrawals. And I was throwing up everywhere. Couldn't even keep anything down, including water. And that scared the life out of me. And after a day of that happening, they took me to LAC-USC, a hospital in LA, where they did some blood work and stuff. And then the day after, it just got worse. At approximately 11 p.m., I guess, or possibly 10, I can't remember, Wayfinder's staff found me lying in a pool of my own vomit, passed out. So they took me back to LAC-USC, and they did it in an ambulance, rushed me onto an IV inside the ambulance, and then got me to the hospital where I stayed overnight. And I didn't actually wake up until probably like 7 a.m. the next morning. And then there was Maryvale. See, Maryville was a whole nother ballpark than Wayfinder. Wayfinder, they were just confused. At Maryville, the staff were evil.
What do you mean?
Like, when I first got there, they, I messed with, I was messing with the window, and they yelled at me for that, and then I kicked them. They threw me down. And, from that day on, for about 9 months, give or take, stuff like that kept happening. And I think, well, the first most significant one, it went for all of the kids at Maryville. It was a girls' group home where 40-year-old men would watch you use the restroom. And it was creepy. Like, that just, it wasn't right. And I kept saying, like, you know, you're a 40-year-old man. You shouldn't even be working here. And then he got mad at me. And then the same old thing. He threw me down, beat me up, and he left, and I had to get up on my own.
Burbank was like this.
And that was an employee?
Yes. I forgot his name though. Because there were several who did that.
That's crazy.
And then, November 2019, okay, I ran out of, I AWOL'd basically, into the downstairs lobby of Maryville because I was still off my meds. And I hid. Then after that, after about 10 minutes, 2 girls and 1 staff came to find me. And the girls started dragging me. But each girl had 1 foot of mine. And out of nowhere, I was trying to break free to get on the run again. And at the same time, those girls let go. And I fell and I busted my chin right open. And blood was everywhere. And this all happened at about 10 p.m. on a November night in 2019. And after that, after they saw, well, once I realized what had happened, I screamed out the top of my lungs, "Ayúdame," meaning help me. And then the campus support ladies came running faster than I've ever seen. And then they got me to the hospital, San Gabriel Valley Hospital, where they stitched me up, got me back to Maryville. I had to sleep that night in a different unit of the place because I guess they were afraid that what had happened would happen again. And then there was December 2019. And December 19th, probably maybe 20th, 2019, my foster parents, or my soon-to-be foster parents.
It's gone.
So, then there was December 20th, 2019, and on that day, I got the notice I was getting out of Maryville after 9 months of constant suffering. And my new foster parents came to get me at about 4:30 in the afternoon. But in December, that's actually like really late. But I didn't know this, but they would, like, later that year, they would save my life. Because, see, they knew something wasn't right. They knew I didn't belong in the system. So, me and them, we worked on getting, me and them, we worked on getting me home as fast as we could do. But, because I still wasn't on the right meds, I was still beating people up. I was causing a lot of trouble. So they put me in the hospital. The first time they did that, because they didn't know what else to do, and it was the only logical thing they could think of. They put me in there for the first time at Del Amo in March of 2020. Then the second time, probably April or May. The third time in July. No, wait. Yeah, the third time in July, and then there was another time after that in July of 2020. After that, they finally were able to sneak me back home. So that's what they did. And at the end, I not only learned how to speak fluent Spanish, but they saved my life.
Do you still talk to them?
I wish.
Or are they lost in the system?
No, I don't know if they're allowed to talk to me. Because I haven't heard from them in months.
So they're lost in the system.
I guess, yeah. And I hope that one day I'll hear from them again.
How old were they? What were their names?
I don't want to say their names because I want to respect their privacy because they did right by me. But their ages. One was 28 at the time. The other was 33. So yeah, they were pretty young.